hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, Philip.
Okay, great. Nice to see all of you who joined till now. So I see Martin here. I see Heraldo, Nicoletta, Kubra, Julian, Hafiz, Nicoletta. And yeah, so nice to see you all. So just that you know, we are also recording this because we are posting it afterwards. So I hope everybody's okay with that. And okay, great. So many of you know me from either Joyful Leadership and either from some other programs. We had a lot of international programs and online programs and also physical in Croatia. And finally, I'm so happy that this Seeking the Essence program started, because I was postponing this for quite some time because I was overwhelmed with so much management and so much organization and so many other things. So yeah, finally it's there. Maybe for if somebody joined through some other media, just that I shortly, maybe I didn't introduce myself in the messenger, I just realized. So just a short, I was always trying to change the world from my young age, through the student councils and so many other things. And then I saw that it's really hard to change the world. So I decided to try to change myself. And maybe some of you don't know, but in that moment when I decided to do that, I took a challenge to be a monk. And I was 5 years a monk, interesting. And then after that, I saw that now I really want to make a contribution to the world. So I started Oaza NGO, I started this restaurant, Oaza Joyful Kitchen, all of these different programs about leadership, entrepreneurship, and all of these other things. And I started because wonderful people joined the team, because it was really wonderful. So together we have started so many wonderful things. And yeah, so we are here now. And first, maybe to introduce the program itself, and then I will also give opportunity to you to speak and to share some things. It will be interactive, so don't hesitate to unmute yourself and to speak. It would be good if there will be some questions or even some contributions that you raise your hand, and even if I don't notice you, then I will give you the opportunity to share whatever you would like. And please don't forget, when you raise your hand, that afterwards you put the hand down, because I will not know, do you want to say something more or you are finished? This is tricky with the Zoom. Bruna is also here. Welcome, Bruna. Nice to see your profile picture, even though not video.
Well, I'm sorry for being late. Are you listening to me?
Yes, you are here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you also. Okay, do you remember what we spoke about? We spoke about certain topic that is very connected about purpose and how to achieve it in Joyful Leadership and in different workshops that I was hosting with some of you.
The live call?
The live call, Bruna. Thank you. So the live call is there. And the live call is like this, isn't it? This is the live call, which is composed of our predisposition, our needs, and our purpose. And this is all the aspects so that we can really achieve something very profound and something that we really like to achieve in our life, to see where is that North Star, which is also imbibing these things, what Martin said, that we take care of our needs, that we take care of others' needs so that we can really maintain ourselves from that, that we take in consideration who we are, what are our talents and passions, and that we take in consideration the purpose. The purpose we didn't spoke so much about in this workshop because it's really deep and it's something that it's talents and passions are much easily being able to address. For our needs, we need to calculate which standard we need to have in life, what others need so that we can sell it and maintain ourselves. But the purpose is like more deep. And this is why I wanted actually on this program that we focus ourselves first on the purpose so that we can deepen that aspect, because this part is really, really important. And I will let you know why. And if you remember what these three aspects were connected with, why did we choose these three aspects for the life call? What were they representing in our life?
The past, the present, and the future?
Not something else, some aspects of ourselves. What aspects of ourselves we need to take in consideration if we look ourselves holistically?
Our skills, maybe? Or talents?
This is what is written here, yes?
Oh, yeah, okay.
We made the life call like this because we took in consideration, now you will remember it, our physical, psychological, and spiritual aspects. Do you remember? We mentioned this when we were doing the life call workshop. This is how the life call was made of. Actually, it was composed from many different techniques like Ikigai, 8 Habit from Stephen Covey, and many other psychological investigations. And I have made it with a team of psychologists. And because in order for us to see what and where to dedicate our life, we need to take all of the aspects of ourselves together so that something is not left out. So the physical aspect addresses the needs. Why? Because we need to satisfy our basic needs to maintain our body, isn't it? So we need to have enough food, enough money to, protect ourselves in our house or whatever, to protect our body and to maintain it. Psychological aspect, basic need is to explore. And that's why we took the predispositions there, how to engage our talents and passions. And that psychological aspect is connected with our mind, with our intellect, and that emotional part. And the spiritual part, which the basic need is fulfillment, and the purpose is there, because if we want to be fulfilled, the goal is to live our life purpose. So this is how we connected it. You remember now? Okay, I see some notes there. So why is it important to have that spiritual aspect actually in our purpose? Why? If, like you said, we can have a nice career, we can have nice physical look, we can have a healthy body, good partner. Why would that be important in our life? Why to address that point? This is something, not maybe too modern. It's for people who are less intellectual. They want to believe in something because they cannot care about themselves, isn't it? I'm trying to be sometimes devil's advocate to steer a discussion a little bit. So please don't hesitate to share your things, share your ideas. Why would that be important at all? If we can take care of ourselves, if we can take care of our physical needs, our psychological needs, why would spiritual aspect be important there? And why would that spiritual aspect be connected with our purpose at all? The difficult questions, yeah. Martin.
One of the things that really, I suppose, is connected to be aligned is just meaning. like human connections. Spiritual striving also gives us meaning and purpose.
Okay, meaning, connections. Okay. Maya was muting herself, but then she muted herself again.
No, I was thinking like all of these three elements that you mentioned, like our health, then our mental health that you also need to maintain on a daily level, and the spiritual. If one of these elements we are not taking care enough, then we will be, let's just say, in disbalance, because all of these three elements are crucial for our energy management on a daily level. So if you are not giving food to your spiritual part of your body or your mind, then this balance you will feel it. Or if you're not feeling well mentally, then this will reflect also on your health, on your physical health. So all of these three parts are really connected to each other. And if just for one, we are not giving enough food on a daily basis, that it's reflecting to the other two parts.
And what would be giving the food to the spiritual aspect? I can imagine for the physical aspect, nice, tasty burger from Joyful Kitchen, or to the
Eating
mental
healthy,
aspect.
exercising, yeah.
What would be the spiritual aspect, food?
The spiritual is for different people, different things, but I don't know, for someone maybe it's meditation, for someone is reading the Bible or some other religious book in which they believe. What I don't know what could be in the spiritual.
Okay.
Yoga, maybe someone are practice for mental health. Different people, different tools, but I don't know the right answer.
No problem. It's not the point of right answers, it's the point of discussion. That's why it's very interactive. I didn't want to host this as a lecture. I wanted that it's interactive. That's why I've written it also in the event. So please don't hesitate for others to join. And I will be a little devil advocate. So please, if, like I know for the physical part, like I can eat a burger or a wrap, a nice walk or something like that. But the point is that they are nutritious to my stomach and to my body. For the mental part, the food would be nourishing to my emotional part, intellectual part.
Reading books or motivational speech in the morning.
So it's for intellect, for mental, or for emotional. This is like the psychological part. But what is nourishing the spiritual aspect? What's the food there? Why is it there? Because something should be in common, that we don't stay in some dogmatic part. If somebody else can also join, please don't hesitate.
I would
maybe
also,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, Nico, please.
I would say I agree with Maya that it's different for everyone, from my point of view. And I would say to describe it like whatever makes your soul smile.
Whatever makes your soul smile.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Maybe my soul makes smiling of torturing other people. I'm trying to get devil's advocate. I'm sorry, I'm joking a little bit. Don't take it personally. But I would like to go very practically. I would like to this, when we are speaking about these aspects, but that's why this program is called Seeking the Essence, because we want to go to the essence. We don't want to stay on some superficial parts. So what would be the common ground? I agree that everybody would like to eat different foods. Everybody likes to read different literature, but it's what are we nourishing? Why? Why is that important to give food? Give food to what?
Okay.
Mario, please.
I think something that is really nourishing for this spiritual part is thankfulness, for example.
What? Can you repeat?
Gratefulness or thankfulness.
Gratefulness.
Thankfulness, yeah. something that I don't know, but in my case, and I think for a lot of people, when we remind ourselves to be thankful for what we have, for what we have achieved, and we focus a bit on that, I don't know, in my case, and I think it helps a lot, and I think that's kind of a nourishing for the spiritual part. And as I said before, Maya said, meditation is another great tool. That is the most direct and nourishment that I can think of, but I guess there are bigger things that you can do.
Okay, so you were saying about gratefulness, and then you were saying about some practices like meditation. But gratefulness is nourishing which part? You said spiritual, but isn't it like nurturing the psychological, the emotional, and the mental part? Because this is based on our, like how do we feel, and the mental and emotional part.
Could be. Not sure. It's just that there's a fine line over there, I would say.
Of course. When you enjoy sweet cake, is it nourishing our belly or also our mind? Good question to ask, huh? Which aspects is it nourishing? It could be also different things. Maya said spiritual part is what you believe and value. Okay, this is nice. But is it, like that everybody can believe in anything and that it can whatever and that it can be, like nourishing? Because, like, let's say, I believe that jumping from the building will nourish my body without any equipment. Will it do that? It will have an opposite effect.
Yeah.
Maybe whilst you're flying, it'll nourish.
It will nourish our psychological part, the adrenaline and emotions and everything, but body, maybe if you are feeling too hot, then, like you jump and then you feel it cooler.
I remember one of the course that you gave us, Filip, with Oaza.
Okay.
And you spoke about the physical body is like, you can compare it to the hardware of a computer. Then we have the softwares that are everything that you learn, your skills. And then there is the user of the computer and the softwares. And this is my idea of the spirituality now. It's no matter what we are and what we know, it just depends on how we use it, how we process it, and in what direction, which software will we use to solve that problem or this problem. There is kind of the mental and the ego, and spirituality is like here, higher, where you have to find a solution to calm down the ego and use your mental in the best way.
Julian, thank you so much for remembering these things from the workshops. Amazing.
Of course.
I didn't had in mind to mention it now, but it's really nice comparison that how can we compare our physical, psychological, and spiritual aspect. So physical is like it's because humans are always copy pasting everything from the nature. They didn't invent something new. So computer is very similar to us. So the hardware is like physical body. It has its functions. Psychological is more connected with our mind, intellect, and emotions. So it can have different functions and it's more subtle. But then this computer, in order to have an experience and to be able to run it, you need to have a user. And user is representing the spiritual aspect. So what is that spiritual aspect? How do we call it? We can call it different ways in different traditions, isn't it? So I think one common, very similar name is soul. Like somebody who it's called antimatter. It's opposite of the matter. So it's something that, like it's not directly connected with the matter. And why I'm speaking about this now? Because if we don't address our life fully, holistically, we may miss something. do you notice that in modern society that with a lot of technological development and a lot of different aspects that we have developed, that maybe we missed something or have done something wrong, like what produced different problems, like we have now climate change. Was it because we were doing things properly? Don't think so. How do social networks and computers affect new generations? I heard that today's concentration of young people, and even me now, because I'm a lot of time on the computer and everything, it's going less and less. So it's affecting us because we haven't took holistic approach in life. And if what to say if we dedicate all our life on something, and then we find out that it was not good, that it was wrong. Can you imagine yourself that you put, like, I will be now extreme, so please don't mind that, just for a little bit fun, that you put like this primitive guy with, like this, how do you say it in English? Chunk of trunk or something like that, and he comes in a sophisticated nuclear office of power plant, and he goes there ho, 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 and starts beating around and makes a whole mess.